Islam has put honor and nobility upon that individual who strives using his intellect, using his body, using his efforts in order to earn a living for himself. So even though the opportunity presented itself to sit in the company of the Prophet ﷺ for hours on end, days on end, they still understood the responsibility that rested on their shoulders of earning a living. In fact, the Prophet ﷺ himself would earn a living until his work became so demanding as a prophet that he had to, and he was encouraged to, step aside and now rely on the Baytul Mal or efforts of that, finances from that order in order to focus on the work he did. But that was very late on. In fact, if we look across, not only the Prophet ﷺ, but if we look across at all the Anbiya, they all had some type of work. The reason being is because it taught them patience, it taught them to lead, it taught them to take responsibility for their herd, quite literally, and also then metaphorically when it came to guiding and leading the people. So companions were known to be either carpenters, shepherds, having some kind of trade, earning with their own hands. And as it says, you really savor and value the efforts that you make when it is done at your own hands. So that we can see throughout. The Sahaba, as I mentioned previously, some of them were merchants, tradesmen, some of them were farmers. In fact, they used to go and work out in the fields. And when they would return, the Prophet ﷺ would say that when you come for a Jumu'ah, then go perform ghusl and apply some itr. Why? Because the masjid was very small, and it is that when you work out in the fields and you do not bathe, then obviously there's naturally going to be that you're going to sweat. And obviously that is going to disturb those people in the masjid. So you can see that hard work is something that is at the core of Muslims in their approach, and it is also physical in nature, demanding, pushing people. This is quite the opposite of being idle and expecting somebody to come and support you, expecting somebody to give handouts to you. So clearly we can see this desire, this attitude to be self-dependent, independent from the donations and the support of those around.